with. And he was asking about the nutritional information in sunflowers, which last week I said I would share our sheet that we use at the markets, which this is what this is here. Let me share that screen with you. So that's what this screen is here. This is the sheet that we're using. So I will answer Ricky's comment here on sunflowers, microgreens containing vitamin D. So, do sunflower microgreens contain vitamin D? They do indeed. Sunflower microgreens right here, as you can see, the vitamins that are in there are A, B, complex C, D, and E, along with the other stuff that's in that. Hopefully everybody can see that good enough. Bring that up full screen here. And I can even zoom in a little bit on that. So yeah, that right there is the vitamins that are in sunflowers. They are packed, along with that, sweet, nutty crunch that they have to them. A lot of iron, potassium, magnesium, copper, a lot of good stuff in there. And my favorite is the protein that it has along in there with them. That's why I eat a lot of them. You can get your protein in there with them. They go great in my butter pecan ice cream as well, which I like them in. So if you got any questions anybody else would like to ask, or any comments about anything, we go over microgreens as the main focus we do, but we also do a market garden, which we're getting ready for as well for this year coming up. And then, so we can talk about that. Got all their seed books in, seeds are in for most part that we got. Or if you got any questions on chickens as well, we do have them as well. We have 35 chickens. So we'll wait, see if we get any questions here by anybody. And if Ricky, you're here, I hope that answers your question. If not, please let me know, and we can go more detailed. I know it takes a few minutes for everybody to come in. That's why we're doing a countdown to try and give everybody some time to get in here. So if you're here, go ahead and say hi and where you're tuning in from. Always like to see where people are tuning in from. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. And we got our favorite book in. If you can see that. Maybe. A little bit of glare there. But Baker Creek book. Some beautiful sunflowers on the front. Chocolate, I think. Yeah, chocolate sunflowers. Chocolate cherry sunflowers on there. So we're thinking about growing some of them in the yard. Put them along the fence line. I think they look really good. And then the many other books we got that are in. Johnny likes to send us 2 books. One for each me and my wife. That's them. And then they send a 3rd one today. So, hi Ricky, how are you tonight? And yeah, sunflowers be good with people with COVID. All this stuff would be good for people with COVID. Help the immune systems for sure. Definitely get this in the bodies of everybody would be great. Almost all these microgreens. Can't go wrong, that's for sure. But yeah, sunflowers is my favorite. Next to broccoli. Them are the 2 I eat the most of. Mostly broccoli, to be honest. I eat a lot of that in eggs and salads and smoothies and mashed potatoes. Kind of everywhere. Hello from Chicago. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you're here. I hope the sound is good for everybody. As you can see, for returning viewers, we do have a new setup we got. Actually, I got this given to me by a company, so that we do our videos for our training with. Think Media, if you ever heard of them. So they I won a contest, and they were gracious to give this stuff to me, and it was awesome. So I hope it's all sounding good for everybody. This is the first time we've used it. So a little bit new setup with this, and so ask your questions, comments. Pretty much open book here. You can ask anything. And we're just doing Q&As for now on Tuesdays. It's just going to be the live Q&A, so get here early and get your questions in. And then we'll do trainings that are going to come out every Monday. If you haven't seen yet, we just did a mold video, the top 5, which actually has bonuses in it, so it's more than 5 that we just released. That was our newest one we released on Monday, is our video. It goes in pretty good detail how to avoid mold in the first place, and then at the end it kind of goes over really briefly how to treat mold. But we'll have a more in-depth video on that down the road on how to treat your mold a little bit better if you get it. But the goal is to not get the mold. And then on Wednesday we're going to have popcorn video that's going to come out. Our beautiful bright yellow popcorn video. They're a fun grow. And Nance, we're just down from you in central Illinois, and getting prepared for another snowstorm, it seems like, coming through here. I think Chicago might get it worse than us this time. We're going to clip the southern end of that one, but I think you guys are going to be in the brunt of it. So everybody be safe out there if you're in the path of that snowstorm, and severe storm coming down south with that storm as well. So everybody be safe out there. So without any certain questions, I'm going to kind of go into a little bit more detailed on until questions come. If you guys ask questions, we'll definitely answer them as they come in. But we're going to kind of dive into our sheet here of this is what we use at the markets when we talk to people. So about what's in the microgreens, what's good for them, all that stuff and everything else. This is exactly what we use. We used last year. We got to update it because we have more products now that's going in that. But we got all the nutrients information here on sunflowers, peas. Broccoli is the biggest one because that's the most studies are done on microgreens there. They can provide the body 100 times more cancer fighting than mature broccoli. So definitely would recommend getting broccoli into your system as much as possible. The broccoli microgreens. That's the reason why I eat a lot of them in almost everything. Because we have cancer on both sides of my family, my mom's side and my dad's side. So definitely recommend that highly. Kale is a very good one for smoothies. I do not like big kale, but I do like the micro kale because it doesn't have the bitterness of it. It's a little sweeter. Goes really good in the smoothies as well as sandwiches and salads, soups as well. Excellent source of the vitamin A, C, and K, antioxidants, fiber, iron, copper. All good things for the body. But yeah, this is just what we use. We go over. We got the buckwheat, the fava on there, the arugula. What's good for you there about the radishes. And then we go into the wheatgrasses over here. The micro leeks is kind of our specialty items that we put out. The popcorn shoots there, and why they're good for you, and all that over there. And then we got the wheatgrass and the pet grass and why it's good for you. Everybody should be juicing the wheatgrass if you can. There's some ways to make it taste better than straight wheatgrass, for sure. And then we do our mixes. So we put the micro mix up here, which is already one that comes from True Leaf, mixed with all them. And then the farmer's salad, we do spring salad, ultimate greens, and crunchy. And we actually have 2 more salad mixes that we've come up with. It's a smoothie booster and then salad booster. is our 2 other varieties that we come up with. So again, we gotta update this and get that ready for the market. We're doing a big market for the Expo, Illinois Expo on March 5th and 6th. It'll be in Springfield at the fairgrounds at the Orr Building. If anybody's in the area, stop by and come see us. Ricky's got a question here. I'll stop buying broccoli from the grocery store and eat only broccoli microgreens. That's I grow myself. The more food, number one, that you can grow yourself and eat, the better. And definitely the microgreens, definitely better. Well, I still eat broccoli heads or furlets, all that stuff, everything else. But I definitely eat mostly broccoli microgreens for sure. That is great, Ricky. Definitely good for you. Kimmer Creek, City Greens, welcome to the stream. I tamp my soil, then water in my soil before sowing the seeds. The shower settings sometimes leave divots in the soil. Does this happen to you? It can. Will this impact the canopy even in grow? And yes, it can. One, put less pressure or be way further away from the trays when watering. And if that is happening to you, you can go to a lower setting, like a mist setting. If you're still close to it, because I used mist setting a lot when I was growing inside, when I was planting inside the house and not in our other setup, as you can see in the in our garage area, in our farm tour. Now that I'm out there, I can go higher, and the mess isn't as bad, because it's in the garage. It's easy to clean up off the concrete. But when I was inside, you can see in some of our older videos that we did. The tray making video number 1 has it in there where I go down and I mist them rather than going up top, and then that gets the soil in, and then you can come back and hit them with a shower, and then it doesn't divot them. So I would recommend misting first, maybe, if that's your problem, and then doing the shower to get a little bit more water in there, and that might help you. But you definitely want to have an even canopy. You can even go back over and stamp them in a second time after you water them, if you still have the divots, and that might help as well. But I would do what we did in the beginning. We were growing inside and trying to keep it as clean as possible with minimal cleanup. Having to do is dismissed, and then use the shower setting after that. And that should alleviate it or move further away. I hope that helped you. So if anybody's got any questions about our sheet here, we'll answer them as well as anything else you guys got. Anything I can help you whatsoever in your microgreen growing. Any other tips on having a nice even canopy? Definitely stamping afterwards before you seed. Stamping beforehand. And just making sure your water setting and get the right amount of soil in there. Don't be built up too high. So when you put the soil in there, we use, if you want to watch our tray making video, it's in there. We use a scraper. It's a 12-inch scraper, so it fits just barely over the 10-inch. And we put the soil in and scrape it off and make it nice and even, and then stamp down. So that definitely could help you as well. You don't want to over soil them for sure. Just turn down the pressure of the hose a bit. Yep, if you can, or less pressure on your hands. When you're squeezing it, also helps. It's funny, if my wife waters, she has to raise it like she's going painting a house way up. I'm 6'2", so I got an advantage, a little bit of height on her. So if I raise it up, it's maybe 6.5 feet or so in the air. So she's not so much that tall. So she has to make sure she watches it when she has to water them, not get them divots as well. So. But yeah, turn your pressure down. Whatever you want to do there. Also helps if you got that ability to turn your pressure down. When we do have a little gauge on it that we can turn it up and down as well. So that definitely can help you as well. So this seed has helped us a lot to sell our microgreens at the market when we were first new and people didn't know what they were, and be able to explain to them. We actually also have a menu board that goes out on the outside of the tent, on the sides of them, on the legs, basically from top to bottom on that tent, that 10-foot tent, and it shows the product and it's got all this information underneath it so they can see it as well. I'll see if I can get you a picture to show you that setup that we had, and that helped as well. So when you're already dealing with people, you're talking to them, trying to sell them, other people can be reading that and they can be listening to you, so they're getting both informations, and that seems to help out a lot for people sticking around and they just got nothing to do, so they can read and figure out which microgreens they're looking for their varieties and what nutrition they're looking for. So I recommend that. We have a nice stand that we built that we put all the microgreens on, like you would kind of find in a store almost. So, yeah, that helps out a lot. To sell the products, you got to have the good packaging. I think we're getting that picture for you here in just a second. My producer is going to bring that up. /editor /everything. So, yeah. Can't wait to get back to the markets. I'm really excited about. We do have one this weekend. That's a winter market that we're doing. It's just a small indoor market. I think it's got like 12 vendors or whatever, but it usually has a really good turnout because people are clamoring for a market during the winter. So if you can get to a winter market, if you're in a cold climate, I definitely recommend that and getting to a winter market because they sell good at them. But the expo one, we're really looking forward to that. That should be huge for the business. You never know who you're going to run into at expos and stuff. I know a lot of people grow their businesses out of them, so we're really, really excited we got invited to that and are able to do that. But yeah, so this, kind of explains everybody, and then it has all our information on it. We have stacks of these at the markets to give out to people along with that menu board to do. Put your website on it, where you're at, all that stuff. So that way, 90% of them probably throw it away, but them 10% to keep them are the ones that are going to come back and get stuff from you. So it's definitely a good thing. Do we have that picture? Huh? It's not letting her share it. So maybe I won't have that for you. But yeah, but it's basically look like this. It's just broken out and a little bit more detailed, more heavy on the name of it and then the stuff underneath it. So that's definitely a good thing to do. Have as much information you can for people at the markets. And if you guys steal this information as you're reading it here and want to do anything with it, feel free. I will have a program coming out that we're going to do, and we're going to, within that program, give these away. Obviously, there will be a charge along with our spreadsheets and all the stuff that we use to run our business and sell our microgreens. So, and how do we price them, how we figure out the cost of them, all of that stuff will be in there as well. That should hopefully be out next week. That's my plan. We just got to refine them a little bit to get them and put instructions on them and everything so everybody knows how to use them. So that definitely is the goal for next week. So does anybody else have questions or comments? Does anybody have chickens? Always like to see if there's any other chicken people in here. We have 35 chickens. With the 35, we just added 16 this year. Had 19 before. I got to get down to 34 because I do have a rooster that was in the bunch. So if anybody's around that has chickens and want a rooster, it's really cute. It's a nice chicken. Big Brahma. White Brahma. He's very Very nice chicken, cuddly. And there it is. There's our picture of our market right there. So this is the sign, as you can hardly read it, what the instructions are underneath it, but people can read it if you're in person, obviously. So this was our setup at the Thursday night market that we did. And so this is all our instructions of our products and all that stuff and everything else. There's more. This market, we didn't take everything all the time to it. It's kind of a leftover market, would say. It wasn't very busy. But yeah, this is how we display all our products. And then the sign over here of all our products and everything else. And we usually just use Velcro here and take them off. And then as we sell out, we just take them off the Velcro. But we're probably going to put sold out on stickers on them this year, so people can still see what we have. Maybe that brings them back again if they didn't get what they wanted next week. And then, of course, we promoted our home delivery businesses there as well. And then any other markets and everything else we're going to, all that stuff. So that's what that's how we set it up. What size are them clamshells? Them clamshells are 16 ounces and 24 ounces. And we put from 1.5 to 2 ounces in the 16 ounces, and the 24 ounces we put 2.5 ounces in them. You can also get up to probably 3 ounces on them if you need to, but we do them at 2.5 now. But you can easily fit 3 ounces in there, and they stay really nice and doesn't squish them. But yeah, they're really nice clamshells. They're recyclable. They come from a company out of Kentucky. So they get here really fast when we order them. We get them within like 3 days when we order them. So it's really, really nice. Unfortunately, they only sell on Amazon. But we try to go direct to them, and they say, nope, only Amazon. Ricky, been 3 years now, and I'm on a plant-based diet. Awesome. I stopped eating eggs, but I was thinking about getting some chickens for the garden. Chickens are very good for the garden, and plus they take care of your scraps of your microgreens. They love eating that, and they produce nice eggs. If you don't eat the eggs, just sell them or give them away. We sell our dozen eggs for $5 because they are free-range chickens and very healthy with the microgreens, and everybody loves them, and we sell out all the time. Yeah, but they do help turn your garden over. We use them when we end of the season. They go out there and they tear up the land and tear it up, get all the scraps out of it, get all the weeds out of it, and then it's ready to go for the next year. And nice and flat, ready to go land. Well, not flat, but you got to smooth it out. But it's all tore up from the weeds and everything else. So, but home chickens eggs sell well, and the licenses are easy to get in Illinois anyway, and they are also you can sell them straight in Illinois, speaking, and for our area, you don't even need a license to sell them directly straight out of your home. So. Convert many farmer market customers to home deliveries. Yes, but they are more prone to drop off, and you'll get 20 people to sign up, 5 will respond to you, and you'll get 2 to sign up, and then 1 of them will cancel in a month. So that's kind of our retention rate on them. So it does take a lot of people interested. Because a lot of them, probably feel pressured. I don't know. We don't pressure anybody, but just tell them if they're interested, they can sign up here, and then they sign up, and then and a lot of it, I think, is with the emails getting filtered out. People, the emails thinks are smart companies, and they filter out them things as spam if you're not on the safe list with them. So I contribute probably 60 to 80% of them. People never even see our email. And I think if they would get it. We also went to capturing phone numbers when we found that out. And if you don't hear from them in a week, we send out a text message now, which helped convert few more people. So definitely I recommend getting a phone number and just tell them that the only way you use that phone number is if the email doesn't go through, you'll just let them know, hey, I sent you an email. Go check it out. Sometimes it goes to junk, and then then you'll get them going and everything else. We had much better success with that. And John, welcome to stream, and Joshua, welcome to stream too as well. What size are them? 5x5s. I get container from Amazon. I have not found ones that's still good. What? They are 5x5s for the wheatgrass / pet grass, and we do get them from True Leaf. They work great. They hold up good. The gin packs. I'm sorry. I was 5x5s. I was thinking the wheatgrass ones, but yeah. I can give you a link here on our where we get our containers. I am not an Amazon affiliate, so I get no money off of it. If you click on the link, and even if I was, it wouldn't cost you any more. Someday I will be an Amazon affiliate, but as we grow, we'll get there. But we are affiliates with Bootstrap, Curtis Stone, Urban Farmer Microgreens Blueprint program, and his From the Field TV, which is a very, very good program. We are affiliates as them as well. If you guys do choose to go to them programs or anything, or From the Field TV, if you click our link, you don't pay anymore. It would just help us out, and we appreciate it immensely. But I would like to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. We are at 410 subscribers before I went on today. I checked. Thank you guys very much. And ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it very much of everybody subscribing to the channel. Make sure you like this video to get it out to more people, and share it if you can to anybody who would benefit from it. But there's a link if you guys didn't see it. That's where we get our containers from. And you can just click on that, or you can go to Amazon and just type in Gym Pack 16S AD, 16S AD, and that would get you there. Do you have a subscription sign-up list, or is it just a sign-up offer for more information to send them? We are thinking about setting up an iPad on our table with a website to sign up right away. We are probably going to do that same thing, Joshua, and do a laptop this year and have them sign up right away. It still just sends them more information. The way we got it set up, we do use the Curtis Stone's Microgreens Blueprint to filter all that and sends them all the information and everything through there, and it manages all the emails and everything for us. But yeah, we're going to probably have that set up as well, because we just did a sign up for more information. And the email and the website will do the same thing. It will just send them more information. It's not signing them up right away, but it just sends the information out to them, and probably at a quicker pace, and then they can look right away. So do recommend that. That's the course we're going to go this year instead of a sheet. Plus, we don't have to waste paper. Ricky, did you take the Curtis Stone course? I did. We did. When we decided to do a business, we started a little bit before that and growing and trying to sell, but the course really catapulted us and put us into a much, much better situation. You can go the slow route, or you can pay for the fast route. That's what I always say. And we definitely wanted to go fast, so we paid for the course and went fast. We grew this business in a year to doing $2,000 a week, and we are projected to finish this year. If we add no new business, we just keep adding the businesses we have, along with markets and everything else, that will be around $140,000 to $150,000 in sales this year. I thought so. I'm going to take his course too. That's great. Have you signed up already? If not, I would appreciate using our link. Again, it doesn't cost you anything more. It just helps out us small YouTubers to keep bringing out information to you guys and sharing our knowledge as we go through. But that course catapults you. It's not the only thing we use, but it did help catapult our business and get us going and go the faster route. We don't use it as much as we did in the very beginning. Obviously, it's a very beginner course, I would say. And if you're doing it right, probably within 6 months, you don't really need the information in the course, but the back-end business stuff, highly recommend that. They're going to have upgrades for that if you go in that course when you first sign up, and it's going to ask you to upgrade to the back-end business stuff to buy it for a lifetime. If you got the money, I recommend doing that. I wish we did, and not paying on a monthly basis for all that stuff. So I didn't know what it was. Just thought it was extra money, but that back-end business stuff is probably the gold of the whole program. So I would definitely recommend doing that. That back end is awesome. How long have you been in business, and are you full-time? We started our microgreen official business in January of last year. So January of 2021 was our first official business starting of this. So in a year, we've grown it to a $100,000 business in sales, and we're going to 50% that business that and go to 150-ish this year. Hopefully more, but easily 150. And most of that is microgreens. I would say 85% of that is microgreens. We do have eggs and we have some lettuce and stuff like that, but it doesn't generate a lot of money. 85% of it is all microgreens. So. No, I haven't yet, and yes, of course. Appreciate it, Ricky. Curtis Stone is well worth it. I still refer to the videos now and then. Yep. Great. Yes. Withstanding of anything that, you might think of Curtis Stone, or he gets a little crazy out there sometimes, but he does make a great product on that, and he's very knowledgeable in the gardening and microgreen business and everything else. And you get other growers on there as well, so it's not just Curtis talking about it. So it was very, very helpful. Glad you enjoyed it as well. Raw House, welcome to the stream. I did the course, Curtis's course, a few years ago. It definitely helped out. Yep. It is a great course. I'm glad everybody had a great experience with it. And thank you. Appreciate that. Been working hard, me and my wife, working it, and we are 100% full-time. Probably going to hire on my son as part-time to full-time coming up in May. Kind of a plan, May, June is the goal, that we're going to have him working for us as well and growing the business, and then going to free us up a little bit more to even grow the business more, and hopefully get it close to 175, 200. What is the grocery store ratio? Or both has filled in your growth? Restaurants. What is your grocery store, restaurants, or both has? Grocery stores definitely has fulfilled our growth. That's our main business, is the grocery stores. And then it would be home deliveries and then restaurants. We focus a little bit on restaurants, but we don't do a lot with restaurants. Restaurants are fickle. We're getting out of it now, but and we probably will start focusing on it more and going after more and more restaurants as we're out of any chance of them getting shut down for any reason by the government, hopefully. And then so that opens it up a little bit more. But I knew grocery stores weren't going to close down. They were always going to be open. So I definitely focused on going grocery stores, me and my wife did. And that has fueled our business and continues to fuel our business. And we got probably another 5 to 10 grocery stores are in the pipeline to hopefully bring on that we're still working with right now, and more down the road. But definitely that's our main business, and depending on how well that goes, we might drop off of the restaurants. We might not even go after restaurants. We might keep our ones we already have, but we're debating that depending on how well the business is going with the grocery stores and the farmers markets and home deliveries. Because with the restaurants, you got to grow a little bit more stuff. You got to grow your pretty stuff, your popcorn, your amaranth, your beets, stuff like that, and nasturtiums. With your grocery stores and your home deliveries, you don't have to grow that stuff, so it dwindles down the amount of products you have, and you can kind of just focus on what's mainly driving your business. So, but there are decisions that we got to make as we go along, obviously, as everybody's got to make on all of your business as you go forward. So, the great thing about this microgreen business, there's a lot of avenues you can go down: markets, restaurants, home deliveries, grocery stores, roadside stands. There's many ways of going, and you can be creative. So you can figure out what path works best for you. Reminder: when you do grocery stores, you have to wait 30 to 45 days to get paid. We have some that pay us right away when we deliver. They're the smaller ones. But the big box chain ones are going to be at least 30 days. So you have to build that in, that you can survive without getting money for 30 days and still be able to supply them every week with product. I'm sure you've been asked this before, but how big can you grow in your current space before you have to get a different space? Well, my current grow room, we can fit in that one room, we can fit 4 more racks. But along with where we're sitting right now, as you can see behind us, we got germination, point the right direction over there, germination there and stuff, and some other things. So we can fit probably 5 more racks on top of there. So we can grow 9 more racks within these 2 rooms to grow. And then we still got the 1-car garage area that we can grow into as well. So that would be technically a different space, and we'd have to put heat and air and all that stuff in there and everything else. But we can basically double our business where we're setting right now. I know that was a long answer to get to that, but we are getting ready to add the 4 more racks here in the next month. So as we get ready to start growing for markets and stuff. How much do you sell online? Hardly anything. If you're talking about people just going on there and buying stuff online, very rare. It's there, but we don't push the online thing at all. More direct stuff. But it's a good way for people to find us. We've had people call when they found us and stuff and ordered. It's a good place to direct them if they're not sure what they want, and they're calling you, and you can direct them there to look at the website, maybe while you're on the phone or whatever else. So it's good to have, but not a ton. But a few here and there. How many deliveries a day do you have, and how far do you deliver? We have 2 delivery days right now, and then the one route is about 160 miles in total to finish it, and then the other one is about 100 miles in total. So in total, we drive about 260 miles a day, or a week in business. And that takes 2 days. We split them up at 2 days. We do on Tuesday deliveries and Thursday deliveries. Harvest on Monday and harvest on Wednesday for them. And then we'll have the markets coming up on the weekend, along with some during the week. But then the next harvest day will be on Friday as well, along with the planting day. So Friday is a very, very busy day going to come up for us. It's going to be a planting and a harvesting day. It's going to be a harvesting day on Thursday for the garden stuff outside. Planting day on Sunday outside. Planting for lettuce and beets and radishes and stuff. So yeah. March gets really busy with planting everything, or getting everything ready to plant. Along with April, obviously, and then May, planting into the ground and getting things going. So, but yeah, 2 delivery days, 2 harvest days right now. So we'll have a third harvest day in there. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday we will be harvesting, and then Tuesday, Thursday actually delivering, and then Saturday, Sunday at the markets, as long as with Wednesday at the market and a Thursday market. That is our plan, to do 5 markets again this year. Maybe a 6th if I get my son to do it. But we'll see. Or hire an employee to do it. But yeah, we're going to try to hit it really, really hard this year in the markets and go after that. And that all is depending on how the grocery store building goes. If it gets too busy, it's guaranteed sales basically. you go down that route instead of the markets, but we still will probably always do the markets because it's a great business builder. Are you guys doing any deliveries on anything, and how are you running your deliveries? Are you harvesting on a day before and then delivering the next day and getting it all done in one day? Or are you splitting it up? With as much business as we're doing, we have to split it up. We can't do it in one day. Paula, welcome. Better late than never. You're here. That's all that counts. Do you use an app to help organize your deliveries? And what about organizing orders? Yes, and yes. Seedleaf is our app that we use. Web-based app. You also can get on your phone. It says app, but it's there's a link for it right there. But yes, we use Seedleaf. It has definitely changed us. We use spreadsheets beforehand, which I'm going to be able to give to you guys and sell to you guys. Give it to you in program. It's definitely a good place to start. But once you get to a certain level, you need something else. But the Seedleaf app can work for you right away as well. Again, not affiliated. Anyway, I just love the app. Or love the program, however you want to call it. It works awesome. I did do that Seedleaf review. If you want to look at that on our page as well, on our channel, it is been awesome. You put in orders in, and it's there for you. You don't have to go and change it every week or every month or whatever. It's always there. So we do a 4-week orders for people where they buy 4 microgreens a week, 4 containers. And they get a discount on that if they pay the month ahead, the 4 weeks ahead. And then we can just schedule them out every week, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they can change the products in there. So they're already in there for us. We don't have to change it once the order's in there. And then it tells us what to plant, when to harvest, when to uncover the trays, all that stuff. So definitely recommend Seedleaf app. But if you want some spreadsheets, we'll have them available for you as well. And then the deliveries, it has a delivery page on there as well. They don't have the routes yet, but the routes are coming. They're going to have delivery route availability on there as well. But right now, I just plug whatever deliveries are. I have a spreadsheet for that, and I have an order of when they go, and then I just put that into Google Maps and then plan out the route for the day. And I do that the day ahead. Same day as harvesting at night before I go to bed. So yeah, that definitely, hopefully they will get that delivery route stuff in there on the Seedleaf program, and then that would help us out tremendously without having to take the time to do that. But so far, so good. I'm loving the program, and they keep on developing more stuff on it. And I don't know how long they're going to keep it this cheap, because it should be worth more than what they're charging. Don't tell them. Be quiet about that one. But I think it's $125 retail. We got a discount because we got in early. I don't know if they still have the discount if you sign up for the newsletter. But it is it's well worth $125. They could be selling it way more than that. Yep. So what other questions? What do you guys have for me tonight? I'm hoping the sound's good for everybody with the new mic setup for the ones who've been here before. I'm loving the setup myself. I hope everybody else is. Joshua, how many garden beds do you have, and what is your market garden crop plan this year? We have 17 beds, maybe an 18th, that are 50 feet roughly. Almost all of them are 50 feet, but 18 of them. So that is the plan. 17 for sure. I think I can get an 18th one in there. Hopefully you can still get the wheelbarrow down to get to the backyard to get rid of the microgreen scraps to the chickens. But yeah, that is the plan. We're going to have 18 in a crop plan. We just got done last week with that. And we are going to be growing lettuce, Solanova lettuce. shit. I have it all here. I have it all right here. Forget, I gotta be next to the mic. But we use the pelleted Salanova lettuce from Johnny Seeds. I love it this way in the jars rather than the packs. Love that. Then we're going to be doing beets and radishes and spinach. Then we're going to be our 4 crops. We might do cucumbers if I can get a trellis to go in a certain area, but maybe some home tomatoes for ourselves, but we're not going to sell them at market. But them are the main 4 crops: lettuce, Salanova lettuce, spinach, beets, and radishes. And everything will be transplanted besides spinach. Spinach will be a direct seed. And if everybody's got a chance, if you haven't got a chance, make sure you watch our newest video on the top 5 mode tips. I'd appreciate that. And the farm tour, I hope everybody got a chance to watch that last week. Sure. My wife wants to show you guys a picture of our chickens. So I'm going to show you a picture of our chickens and them out cleaning up the garden beds. This is when we tore out the tomatoes, and they loved it. They went to ham on them, tearing up all the roots. Well, we pulled all the roots out for the most part because you don't want them to eat too much green. So we got that out of there, but all the little tomatoes, they loved them and everything. So yeah, you can see how much they help you garden as well. That's just a few of our chickens, obviously. This one here is Falcon, the one in the middle. She's the mother hen of the group, for sure. So, then we got some golden ones over here. Golden Comets. Them are Australorps. And then the red ones are back here. And then we got some Americanas over there. I'm not sure which one. I think that was what they named their Susan back over there. So yeah, that's our chickens. We had some issue, Joshua, getting the Gaia Green for the microgreens. It's supposed to be here Friday though. So hopefully on this next grow we will be using it. And I will make a video on it. So you'll be able to check that out when we get it done. But we can talk about it here as well when we do get it. And definitely we'll talk about it here on the live stream as well. So, but yeah, we should have that on Friday. If it comes in too late for our Friday planting, we do another planting on Sunday now. So we will use it then as well. And I'm probably going to do a comparison video. So I will do a tray normal, no fertilizer, no Gaia Green. And then I will do one with the Gaia Green and show you the difference, how it does. So, real world testing. And show you how, if it does anything, or if it doesn't. I anticipate that it will, but you never know until you do it. So, but yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that finally. There was a issue with the order. I don't know what happened, but we now have it confirmed that it is being delivered. It has been shipped, and it's on its way. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, they are some nice-looking chickens. And they're very, very nice girls. They let us pet them. They let us handle them. They're brats and try to break out all the time. But they're very, very nice chickens. We've handled them from day 3 of them born. So we got them right away, shipped directly to us. So didn't have a whole bunch of people touching them. If you're picking them up at like Farm and Home or Rural King or whatever other market you're at. There's some more pictures of the chickens. Tearing up the garden area. Helping us weed. But yeah, they're good girls, and they listen pretty good for chickens. But they know where they belong, and they go back when they need to. But yeah, free ranging chickens with a cover on top of them, so no animals can get to them or anything like that. But we do a netting over the top of them, so they're safe and don't have any issues with the hawk that likes to fly around here. All right. What else? What else do you guys want to go over tonight? We did get other seed books in from Johnny's, obviously. All our seeds. Oh, we are also, didn't mention, we are also doing some herbs that we got going for the markets right now. We're doing basil, parsley, mint, lemongrass, which is mainly for us, and then bee balm and lemon balm are the 5 things we're growing that aren't microgreens or garden market stuff. But we'll have the mint ones, the mints, the basil, and parsley for sure for sale at the markets. Live plants to buy. So, and also selling on Market Wagon. So definitely. Growing more and more stuff, more and more space is going to be needed. All right, got a few minutes left here, unless got more questions. If you guys keep asking questions, I will stay and answer questions. I'm going to do a poll tonight and do it the right way. I know it's coming this week. I always like to do a poll just to see where everybody's at, what some things. But so if you're still here, you can go answer that poll. That would be lovely once it's up. I see some people are jumping off now as we get into the last few minutes of this stream. I will remember to do these polls earlier. So it should be coming up. And there it is. Hopefully you can see the poll. It's a really quick, easy one. And have you watched our mold prevention video? If you could go ahead and answer that poll just to see, that would be helpful. Definitely will answer the poll, yeah. Sorry about last week, and I don't remember the results. It was surprised on me. Didn't know we could do it. And the producer put it up, and I didn't see it on my stream, so I apologize about not getting you guys the results for that poll. But I think everybody answered, and 80% has watched the mold prevention video. Thank you. And to the 20%, go watch it. I appreciate it. Any last questions you guys got for me here? Last minute comments? The Mo video was very informative. Thank you for all your share with us. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate that very much. And we'll be sharing more and more stuff. So every week, the plan is to have 2 videos out for you guys along with this live stream. And keep helping us build. Like I said, we're at 410 in the subscriber count. Once we get to that 500, which hopefully here will be in a few weeks, we'll be able to share more with you because we'll have a community tab. So you'll be able to stay up to date with us almost daily at that point. And yeah, we'll be getting that out. I'll wait a few seconds here and see if we got any more last second questions. And if not, we're going to go ahead and jump off for the night. I appreciate everybody coming in and listening to the stream and asking questions. We will be here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, barring anything crazy. But every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and make sure you like this video so it gets to people in the replay. And share it to anybody, or share our channel to anybody that would be beneficial to it. And we will see you next week, and look out for the new videos coming out. Have a good night.